Senne, good to meet you. Sully. This summer, Manchester United were delighted to sign Senne Lammens from Royal Antwerp. I hope I pronounced your name right there, Senne. Not a bad attempt. But Manchester United actually have a good history with the Belgian side, as this man knows very well, Fraizer Campbell, an academy graduate who spent time on loan at Royal Antwerp. So we're going to explore the history between the two clubs, get to know Senne a little bit more as well, and recount some of Fraizer's stories from his time over in Belgium. First of all, Senne, you've only been at the club a short while, so how has that time been for you so far?
Yeah, quite good. It's been a big change. The level in everything, in every aspect is bigger. So yeah, it's been good. The team has welcomed me with open arms. I think the first couple of weeks was a little bit getting used to everything, getting settled. But now the last week or 2 weeks, I've been really training good and having to build up my life here in Manchester. So it's been good, yeah.
A lot of changes, no doubt, as there were for you, Fraizer, when you went from Manchester over to Royal Antwerp for your loan experience. More on that shortly, but this is your first time to the newly refurbished Carrington. What are your thoughts when we've had a little tour of the place?
It was nice, really nice, isn't it? You know, the little lounge area upstairs where the media are. I walked down into the offices. It was very quiet, but you know, everyone was busy away doing the thing. Yeah, and even the canteen, you can look out over all the pictures, and a lot has changed since I was a player here, and it's, you know, for these guys, it's top quality facilities. I think there's a scanner downstairs or something like that, MRI scanner.
You've got everything here now,
Got
yeah.
a haircut downstairs.
You can, yeah.
But yeah, it's fitting facilities for such a big club, and it's, yeah, I think it will help the players off and on the pitch.
Yeah, enjoyable for you too in the facilities here. Have you found it quite comfortable?
Yeah, it's been all very, very nice. I think we have everything here to succeed, to help us in our way of training and to get ready for the games. So that's not an excuse. So yeah, it's been very nice as well. It's also a step up from in Antwerp. So it's, when I came here the first time, it was really eye-opening. So yeah, it's very nice.
Well, we've got you two here, like I mentioned, because of that link between Manchester United and Royal Antwerp. Fraizer, you will always be part of Man United's history, being one of our graduates from the academy. Senne, we really hope that you are here a long time and become part of the history of this great football club. But let's explore your time at Royal Antwerp. How important was that time for you in your development?
Yeah, for me it was very important. I was in the youth teams in Club Brugge, and for me my feeling was that I needed to make a step to grow up a little bit, to take my next step in my career. Not always an easy one, because the first year I didn't play much, but I think if you look back at it now, I grew up a lot there and I got my chance as well. I took it. So then you see as well that Antwerp can be a very good step to fulfill your dream and to make a dream move to a club like Manchester United. So it all went quite fast for me personally. Looking back at it, yeah, I'm very happy I made the move.
Were you aware when you were at Antwerp of a historical link between United and the club?
Yeah, I did. Some people at the club told me about it in Antwerp, that they used to work together and used to send players from Manchester to Antwerp to get some experience and some playing time as well. So it's also nice that that this move also, you can feel it a little bit that there was history there, and they also said to me that it was going to be very nice for the fans as well, if this move was going to be made. So I'm also happy for the clubs that they kind of have a history together, and now they can do it again together a little bit.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
That was between 1998 and 2015 we had this link up. You were part of the project, Fraizer, when you went to Antwerp. What are your memories of that, and can you share anything about what it was like to make that move?
Well, like we said before, you know, it's my first time playing men's football in a league that, you know, they didn't know much about, to be honest, but the Antwerp fans were super passionate. remember being in the bus and getting rocks thrown at us and stuff like that, playing the local rivals. So it was great for me as well to grow up. There was obviously me, Johnny Evans was there, Danny Simpson and Darren Gibson. We lived in a flat in Shilpa, is it? I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Shilpa.
So we had a house there, cooking for ourselves, driving around a foreign country, playing a different culture, meeting new people. So it was, a great experience for us as 18-year-olds to grow up and play some good football. And we, the fans loved us there. We loved them there. It was a great experience for me as a young footballer starting my journey.
Probably helped you do pretty well there. What did you get, 24 goals?
Something like that, yeah.
He doesn't remember.
I'm surprised you hadn't heard of me before.
But I remember when we came over to do a loans feature with you guys and meeting staff at the club and some of the fans, great football fans, passionate fans, a really nice club. Is that how it felt for you when you were there? It's changed a lot because now they've been in top European competition of late. And it has been a much more successful Belgian club than when perhaps you were there, Fraizer. When I think you were in the second division, weren't you?
Yeah, they're equivalent to Championship, wasn't it? So do you still train at the stadium or is that somewhere else now?
We train at the stadium, but it's all quite new as well. The stadium was rebuilt a little bit, so training facilities were quite good as well. Not as good as here, but it's almost impossible. Like you said, I think growing up, when you hear the club Antwerp, it was like really historical. It's the oldest club in Belgium, but they had a quite difficult time before they were in the first division. So it was like they were like 10 years or something in second division or even longer. But you always felt that the support from the fans was always there. They were almost one of the biggest clubs in the country still, even in second division. So it was like a sleeping giant, to be honest. So when they came to first division, there was a new new boss, a new guy who invested in the team a lot. So it was like really a sleeping giant who woke up, and a lot of new players were attracted to there. It was really quick and really fast, the growth to becoming champion the year before I came there. And then my first year we also played Champions League. It was a really crazy experience. But you can still feel the passion of the fans the last couple of years. And I think even in second division it was crazy, I can imagine.
Yeah, well, even now to this day, now and again I'll get messages on Instagram from Antwerp fans saying, I loved your time over there. Have you got any memorabilia to send back? I'm like, as if they remember. I was like, 20
that's
years
nice.
ago. Yeah, it's really nice. But that just shows, like you're saying, the club was massive, but they just weren't in the division to match that. But now they are. And it's got much better.
And what did you make of the city itself? And were you able to get out much? And
we spoke
go
before.
out for food or social
we did all
time?
that. We went to. We used to go everywhere. But when you're 18, I'd love to go back now as an adult, because obviously I was a kid, 18. We didn't go see any of the sights or anything, just into the square, to the same bars. There was a nightclub on a boat. Was it like a big ship?
I didn't go a lot to nightclubs.
More professional back then.
Yeah. We just went to see. We thought it was a museum.
Yeah.
Club Carré went there as well. You know that one?
Yeah, that's a quite famous one,
We used to go there. I think the head chef there was an Antwerp fan. Yeah. So every time I went there, I'd like steak, 3-course meal at 4 o'clock in the morning. But so me and him got in really well.
I bet.
But we didn't go seeing the sites that you should as an adult.
You could go back now with the family and do it properly and revisit.
I'd love to go back to the stadium and just see the stadium, because I was looking at pictures today of like the glass box and that when I was there. I'm sure it was falling down.
Yeah, it was really old, I think, because now the last couple of years they rebuilt 3 of the stances, but 1 they didn't. So it was like the last couple of years there wasn't any supporters there. So that was like a pity, to be honest, because if this was also ready, it would have been crazy atmosphere.
The atmosphere
it still was
better,
now, but like you can feel
missing
a little bit of the supporters. So now they're rebuilding it, so it's going to be nice as well if it's finished. That the atmosphere is going to be even more.
Well, I'm sure it's going to be classy. It was brilliant when we were there, but when you had your your downtime, because you still need to relax away from football, what would you do around the city?
Yeah, like you said, I think I went there when I was 21. So I think as a young guy, it's very nice to live there in Antwerp. You can go outside your apartment. There's everywhere on a corner is a coffee spot or something to drink, to eat. It's very fancy, it's really nice to live there, to be honest. So
see, that's a sensible answer. What we were doing,
you were 18.
We were driving around, squirting people with water guns out the car, just causing a scene. But
I think for a foreigner, it's a little bit different. I think maybe, but it's also like.
No, we were stupid.
I think this city in Belgium is the best to live in if you're a foreigner as well, because there's a lot of diversity and a lot of English speaking as well.
It's always nice when you're on a city by the water as well.
Yeah,
that adds something. I always think we had a fantastic time when we went over to see you guys, and you know, some of the players that have gone through that process. Yourself, Fraizer, Danny Simpson, obviously a title winner in the Premier League with Leicester. Darren Gibson had a long Premier League career. Johnny Evans, who's still in the building now, and a Man United legend, and John O'Shea, who is one of the most highly decorated United players of the Premier League era. So you can see the
Tom
names that have gone
well.
through. Tom, you've worked with him.
I have to say it now because
of course you did.
Gonna...
Tom actually went over. He didn't play, but he was there for half a season on loan, which still aided his development. What did you and Tom talk about in terms of your time?
Yeah, we talked about it. Like it was also for him the first time in the not in England. So it's also, I think his time there wasn't perfect because, like you say, he didn't play a lot. But I think to grow up and to get a little bit in the headspace that sometimes you have to work for your spot and things can go down. But if you keep on working, then things will get back up again. Like he had a career after a long career.
Yeah.
I think that time in Belgium also helped him in his further career when he had setbacks or something, I think. So it's just, even if it goes not the best outcome, I think you can always learn from it. And like you said as well, like living in another country, you have to grow up fast.
Yeah.
So
well, we're lucky that you speak such good English, and in Antwerp you didn't have to do anything other than speak your English, Fraizer.
Yeah, exactly.
That's where we're fortunate, actually.
Yeah, it makes a massive difference if you can communicate.
Yeah, because there are a lot of guys like from South America or something who don't really speak English that much.
Yeah.
It's more difficult for them, to be honest. I played with a lot of players who were like this. So I think like if you can speak English most of the time in the football world, it's a big help.
Yeah, for sure. I was looking at some of the players you actually played with who have Premier League experience, will be known to Premier League fans here, like Toby Alderweireld, Spurs legend, you know, top international player for you as well. Vincent Janssen, Dennis Pratt, Bjorn Engels, Jairo Riedewald, all these players with Premier League experience. Were you able to learn off them? Did you speak to any of them before you made the move?
Yeah, I speak to them a lot. I think that's also what I said the last couple of years. The club attracted people with a lot of experience, like you say, in the Premier League as well. So I think for young guys, it's also really an attribute that you played with them, that they can help you. Of course, you have to do it yourself and you have to experience it yourself. But I think, I talked to them a lot about the move, and they were very happy for me that I could make the move to the biggest competition in the world. So. Yeah,
that is class, and like we said, we hope you do really well in it. Fraizer, from your time there, what do you think was the biggest thing you learned from your time in Antwerp?
It's hard to say, really, but I think the main thing for me is you play in academy football. You want to win the games, but it's not.
Development is as important, perhaps more important than actually the result.
So then you move into a team where, you know, I don't think the pay was great there. So you're losing games. Some of the players are hoping on them bonuses and stuff. Some of the staff thinking about the job. So it put extra pressure on you to win the games and do well for the team. So I think that was the first side of that side of football that I learned. And obviously living on my own, living in a different city, growing up at 18 years old. So there was loads of things that I was learning. The whole experience for me was really positive because, you know, I had a great time. I think we got into the playoffs end of that season. So it was great. My first time away from Man United was it was a real positive experience, and I got to share it with, you know, you guys came out, Simo, Johnny, all them guys were there with me, so it was a great little bit of exposure to men's football at the start of my footballing journey.
We hope you have some huge moments in your Man United career going forward, but looking back in your time at Antwerp, what's the biggest standout memory of your time there?
I played in the cup final. We lost it, but still, like, that experience is also quite, for a young goalkeeper to experience that is also something you can take with you for the rest of your life. I think winning against my ex-team, Club Brugge, at home with the fans, scoring in the last minute, I think. It's also a really nice memory, because I still know a lot of people from when I was in the other club. I had really a lot of good memories there, and the year I had there was really good for me personally. So I can only look back with positive feelings.
And yours, Fraizer, your favourite moment from your time? Is there a standout game or something? Obviously, did score plenty of goals.
Scored in the playoffs, that was good, but every time I scored, that was also good. So I think the whole thing was great. Not knowing what to expect, from being sat in my kitchen reading the breaking news that I was going to Antwerp and not knowing about it. From that moment there to the end, it was...
From your digs, you learned in your digs, yeah.
Yeah, my digs people were saying, why didn't you tell us you were going to Belgium? I said, I've just read it for the first time myself. So. But yeah, the whole experience from that point on was, it was a great learning curve, and there wasn't one individual moment or game. It was just the whole thing. I look back on it with fond memories.
And just finally, if Fraizer does get to go back with the family now, which you said you're going to, so you've got to follow through on this. Yeah. What advice would you give him? Where should he go? What should he see in Antwerp when he takes the family over?
Good question. I don't have kids yet, so I'm not quite
your
sure,
experience might be slightly different, actually.
No, I think just go in the city. There are so many spots, good spots there. You can have breakfast. There are so many good spots. I think when it's summer and the sun's out, everybody is out as well in the city. So it's just, it's such a nice city.
If I recall, the building that very
there are a lot of historical buildings as well.
It looks beautiful, the square area, the main square.
So you should watch the game as well, I think.
Because you want to see the new stadium, you said.
I think they were trying, after New Year, they were trying to have it finished, but I don't know yet. So that will be also really nice to see. I hope
Sounds
I can
good.
Go back as soon as possible as well to watch the game.
Just let us know when you've got the tickets.
Perfect. Senne, we wish you all the best at United. Yeah, we hope it's a big career you have with us. Really do.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Can't wait
Fraizer,
to see
top man as always.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.